Okay, everybody, I think it's time for us to start. Now, just a very quick check. Can you all hear me well? Can you hear me, everybody? Good. Okay. So thank you for the confirmation. Now, in this sessions, we are going to spend some time with the um, theoretical foundation for computer-assisted language learning. And then most of the time we spend on your Moodle online course. So if you haven't got your Moodle course for practice, please read my emails or my announcements in the forums and apply for the course in the course request link. Um, After this discussions of the second language acquisitions for core, we're gonna go back to your e-learning project, and this is also for the final course project. As you have already known in the beginning of the course, we are going to do a final project that try to integrate all of the knowledge and skills you have learned. All right. So last time, just a quick review for the theoretical discussion. We have already discussed the basic concepts of computer-assisted language learning. Okay, and we learned that core is not only about technologies, it's also about the pedagogies, about material design, about mode of instruction. And then we spent quite a lot of time talking about the history of code, starting from Second World War, when mainframe computer was used for civilian purposes the first time, right? And together with the progress of technologies, we see new types, new generations of code, and they can be divided into three stages of development: structural code from 1950 to 1970, community core from 1970 to 1990, and after the internet from 1990 until now, integrity core. And I think very soon there will be another stage in which artificial intelligence is discussed, but it is still um, quite new. So let's wait and see the next days presented in the new textbooks. All right. Um, so for second language acquisition theories, I would like to bring you back to behaviorism, mentalism, constructivism, and the input hypothesis. Now, um, this is a task for you because our uh, okay, our class have now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, can you all switch on to the microphone mode because I'm going to put you into groups, two groups, and you need to discuss the basic ideas of the um, SLA theories. And I'm sure that you have already learned about these theories in your bachelor program or at least in other courses. So now duy thức, Đỗ Thị Loan, Trung Hiếu, Ngọc Châu, Thùy Dung, and Triệu Vĩ. Now, could you rejoin? Yeah, click on the audio button and rejoin using microphone in order to do the group work. Nào, Thùy Dung and Trung Hiếu or Hiếu Nguyễn. Thùy Dung. Okay, it looks like Thùy Dung is not at the computer right now. Okay, good. So I want everybody to join the microphone mode so that we can do the group discussion. Okay, hello Duy Thảo. We are going to do a group discussion. So please rejoin the audio and use the microphone mode. We need the microphone mode for group discussion. Now, okay, just click on the audio icon and then join. When you are presented with two choices, listen only and microphone. Click on microphone.
We can talk to each other.
Yeah, okay, exactly. So, so that you can talk to each other. Now I can see Duy Thảo, Hoàng Nhân, Hiếu Nguyễn, and Đỗ Thị Loan. Yes, that's why to you I need you to use the microphone. So click on audio only and select the microphone. I mean, you need to quit the current mode and select microphone. Don't select, listen only. Okay, please select microphone. Do not select. Use listen only mode.
Yes, thank you, teacher. I can speak right now.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's exactly what I want. Okay, I want you to use the microphone so that we can have group discussion in the breakout rooms. That's gonna be fun. Okay, I can see that most of you are ready, except for Hoàng Nhân. Now, Hoàng Nhân, please use the microphone so that we can do the group discussion. Now, before we begin, have you learned about these theories in the previous courses in your bachelor degrees or in your master program? Have you learned about behaviorism, mentalism, constructivism? Nào, trong các khóa học trước các bạn đã học những cái lý thuyết này chưa nào? Có thể là học ở chương trình cử nhân hay là các khóa học trước trong chương trình đào tạo thạc sĩ của mình đấy. Nó có cái môn là Second Language Acquisition hay là cái môn mà phương pháp giảng dạy nào, Theories of Language Teaching, lý thuyết hành vi behaviorism, lý thuyết trí nhận mentalism, lý thuyết dạy học kiến tạo constructivism và input hypothesis, thuyết ngữ liệu đầu vào của Krashen. Các bạn đã học các cái lý thuyết này chưa?
We have heard our other classmates make presentation about this.
Mhm. You okay? What do you mean by we have heard? It means the names of the theory ring the bells, but you do not know the theories well. Okay,
Exactly.
that's what you meant. Okay, so that's fine. We will do the discussions the breakout rooms in the next discussion. So let me go over 8 theories very quickly and help you understand how the theories can support um, the use of technology in teaching, whether you use behaviorism or mentalism or constructivism or the input hypothesis, you always have a room for integrating technology. Now, let's start with behaviorism. Okay, behaviorism is around for a very long time. It has been around since the 19th century, officially with the experiment with Pavlov, the Russian psychologist. Now, Pavlov, by observing the way the dogs react to um, the sounds of the bell, the lighting, or the um, uh, sounds of his footsteps, um, come to the conclusion that the dogs always associate the stimulus like the bell ringing, the walking sounds of the footstep, or the light turning on and off with the arrival of food. And after some training, um, I mean, the stimuli repeated several times, then the dog anticipate food coming. Now, what does it mean? Okay, for education, if you repeat a stimulus over and over, then the response of the reaction from your students will become automatic. And in modern education today, especially in primary school, a lot of teachers still use this teaching techniques. For example, if you want your student to remember the present tense, right? Um, you just ask them to write a simple sentence 5 times, 10 times. You want your student to be able to pronounce a word correctly, right? You ask them to repeat the pronunciation 3 times, 5 times, or even 10 times. That is very much a behaviorism teaching technique. Now, so Pavlov, the Russian psychologist, was considered as the pioneer of behaviorism, and this theory was further developed by B.F. Skinner. Now, Skinner was very famous. He is an American psychologist, and he was famous for his behaviors trainings of animal during World War II. So he was able to train animal like pigeons to guide missiles for the artillery, train dogs to carry explosives into the enemy front lines, train dolphins, okay, to help the naval forces. Um, Now, with Skinner and then the other psychologists like Thorndike, B.F. Watson, um, behaviorism came with reward punishment principle. Accordingly, if you punish a behavior, that behavior will gradually disappear. And if you reward, okay, a good behavior, that behavior will tend to occur again. And in teaching, you see, we also use the reward and punishment technique very often. If your students make a mistake, okay, you jump in right away and you try to correct the mistakes, okay, whenever you, okay, can. That is very much a behaviorist teaching technique. So you see, okay, behaviorist teaching principle in language education is still very popular today. We still use that a lot. And if, okay, you use these behaviorist teaching technique, technology can help in many ways. To begin, we can create a lot of quizzes, multiple choice exercises, true false exercises that allow students to practice over and over again. And we can also provide positive feedbacks if the student, through the correct answers in the multiple choice questions, or we can, provide negative responses. So that the student feel punished, okay, for the mistakes that they make. Now, computer provides the teachers with a very powerful platform to create behaviorist practice exercises. Right after this SLA theory presentation, we will design quizzes in our Moodle courses, right? And you see that technology, okay, supports very well the ideas of uh, behaviorist teaching. Okay, so to sum up, if you, okay, use behaviorism and you support the use of behaviorist teaching principles, technology, okay, has a lot to offer. Now, going into the second theory, mentalism, the belief is, okay, quite contradictory with behaviorism. Now you may, okay, um, ask, why do we study behaviorism and then we study mentalism at the same time? Now it's because, humans are very complicated, and you cannot use behaviorist teaching techniques all the time. You cannot reward students, you cannot punish students, okay, all the time, especially when you teach adults learner, right? You need to activate, okay, their background knowledge. You need to use a range of other teaching techniques than, okay, reward and punishments. And Chomsky was, considered, okay, the pioneer in mentalism with the theories of universal grammar. Now, Chomsky suggested that when we a human, when we are born, we are all equipped with a black box or blueprint or a lot of linguistic data, okay, was already inwired into our brain when we was born. And the job of the language teachers is to activate those linguistics competencies. And this explains why young children can learn languages so easily and so quickly. It's just because um, they merely get authentic input from their environment and activate the linguistic black box in their brain. So behaviorism believe that when you are born, you are like a blank um, slate where the teacher can, write anything on, and okay, everything, okay, your knowledge, your skills um, uh, comes from, okay, the stimulus of the outside environment. While mentalism believes that when you are born, you automatically inherit a very special um, competence, linguistic competence of human beings. And the job of the teachers is not to explain the grammar, the language rule, but to provide the students with a lot of input. So you see, parents, when they teach young children languages, they do not need to teach grammar. They do not teach vocabulary. They merely talk, interact with the child, and the more interaction the child has with the parents, the quicker, okay, he develop his language ability. Okay, now you see, mentalism is also very powerful, influential in the modern language classes, and teachers are encouraged to speak English as often as we can, provide students with authentic readings as often as we can, in order to stimulate, okay, the black box inside the student brain, right? Now, so how the technology support a mentorless teacher? You see, the most important thing in mentalism is authentic language input. And when you use technology, you can provide students, okay, good input very quickly, very easily. So in your Moodle course, I want you to put in videos. It can be video that you create yourselves, or videos that you grab from YouTube. You can put in reading materials, okay, stories, good stories for students um, on, okay, your Moodle course, and then allow a student to enroll. So with behaviorism, technology can help you to create a lot of practice exercises. With mentalism, technology can help you create good learning materials. Now let's move on to the third um, uh, theories of learning, constructivism. Now, in modern education, we call this dạy học kiến tạo, right? And Vygotsky, okay, the Russian educator, was the pioneer in promoting the ideas of constructivism. Now, according to constructivism, we learn by interacting with people around us. And children learn best, the students learn best when they work in group, when they uh, have a mentor, when they have support from somebody who is more knowledgeable than themselves. And in modern classroom today, you see pair works, group works are strongly promoted. It was the ideas of constructivism. And recently in Vietnamese, you also um, hear about the ideas of dạy học kiến tạo or phương pháp dạy học kiến tạo. Now, this is constructivism. So, how does technology help constructivism? Now, if you embrace constructivism, you embrace the ideas of promoting interaction for the students in a classroom, you can also use a lot of tools in your Moodle course to have students interact. What? Right? For example, I am going to put you into groups thanks to technology for discussion in the next task. I also create a discussion forum, for example, introducing yourself in a new voice. You see, okay, the activity was done quite smoothly because of the discussion forum, and yeah, thanks to the use of technology. Okay, and today teachers have a lot of technological tools like Facebook, like Zalo, okay, or the Moodle LMS to create learning activities in which the students interact with each other, collaborate with each other, and learn from each other. Okay. Now, lastly, the input hypothesis pioneered by Stephen Carson, okay, is also very influential. Um, Now, Carson suggests some theories on hypothesis of learning, including the uh, affective filter hypothesis, the error hypothesis, but the most important is the input hypothesis, illustrated by his famous formula I plus one, input plus one, right? So according to these ideas of creation, the students learn best when you can provide them with language inputs that is one level above their current level. So the student learn best if the input, the reading material, the listening material, the exercises that you give them are a little bit higher than the current level, not lower, or not too much higher, right? And with the use of technology today, we can easily provide individualized instructions to students. We can provide materials that are suitable for different levels of learners. So to sum up, there's four major theories of learning: behaviorism, mentalism, constructivism, input hypothesis. And all of the theories can be supported with the use of technology. Okay. In your Moodle course, you are going to demonstrate, or you are going to prove that technology can support all of the theories. Technology can support behaviorism through multiple choice quizzes that you create. Technology can promote mentalism through the videos, materials, the reading materials that you provide to your students. Technology can promote constructivism through the discussion forums, through the chat activities, and the assignments, the group assignments that you create. And it also supports the input hypothesis, the ideas of providing good input for your students. All right, so these are the four key learning theories. I hope that you now have a better understanding of the for SLA, second language acquisition theory, and it's very important for you to know the theories when you do a degree in English linguistics and in education as a whole, language education as a whole. Do you have any questions, comments?
I have clearer picture. Thank you so much, teacher.
Uh-huh. Okay, I think you need to uh, read more about these theories, and if you Google these keywords, there will be a lot of good materials on the internet for you to read. Now, let's do the group discussions. I'm going to put you into two groups. Okay, only two groups. Okay, eight groups gonna have about 5 students, and your job is to discuss this situation. Now, you are going to teach, okay, or you are going to work, okay, in a language school, and your colleagues are mostly interested in teaching in the traditional way, right? In using traditional textbooks, literature, and they do not show interest in using technology. They don't want to use Moodle. They don't want to use artificial intelligence. They don't want to use technology in their classes. And they say they okay they do not have this habit. Now, your job is to convince them that it's very beneficial for the students to promote the use of technology in language classroom. Now, please make a list of at least 5 reasons why it is important for them to support investment of the school in promoting technology. Investment here can mean buying more um, computer labs, uh, making the Wi-Fi run faster, buying technology accounts, for example, ChatGPT Plus, Canva Plus, and other services to help the student. Alright. Rồi bây giờ các bạn làm việc theo nhóm 5 người nhé. Mỗi nhóm sẽ có 10 phút thảo luận. Nhiệm vụ các bạn là cử ra một trưởng nhóm. Đấy, thì bạn trưởng nhóm sẽ báo cáo lại và sau khi hoạt động này kết thúc, các bạn thảo luận với nhau và liệt kê ra ít nhất 5 cái lý do mà giáo viên nên ủng hộ nhà trường là đầu tư thêm vào cái việc là đưa công nghệ, đưa technology vào trong lớp học ngoại ngữ. Và cái tình huống ở đây là trong trường của bạn có nhiều giáo viên người ta không có ủng hộ, người ta không có thích. Đấy, thì bạn phải tìm những lý do nào đó để có cơ sở khoa học các thứ này nọ, không là để khuyến khích họ ủng hộ cái kế hoạch là nhà trường cần đầu tư nhiều hơn cho công nghệ, cho thông tin trong lớp học tiếng Anh. Nào, okay. Is that clear, everybody? Now I'm going to put you into groups of 5. So your job is to nominate a speaker for your group, and the speaker gonna report what you have discussed. Okay, let's go. Now please select your room. join your room, okay, and start the discussion.
You are currently the only person in this conference.
So, who is the group leader in our group?
You are.
Um, so I'm gonna say my first reason. Is this okay, everybody? Can you hear me clearly?
Yep.
Okay. The first reason I can think of is that technology is a trend, and to improve our image of the school, we cannot stand outside of the game. So we need to have technology. We have to be in the game, be in the trend, so that when people they see that our room is very advanced in using technology, they have a better belief in our school and our curriculum and in also our teaching staff. So that is my first reason. I let the other false for you.
Okay, so, sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, very well.
Okay, so, let's say, how do you say it? Maybe all of us, the teachers and the students, can have more, I think, easy access to information and resources. Using the technologies like computers, laptop connected with Wi-Fi or the internet in general, so you can easily get access, or you can easily find out a piece of information. For example, right now our topic is about the reasons why um, we need to use more technologies in the classroom, something like that. So right now you can, go to your computer and type some words like the reasons for using more technology in classroom. So you can see a list of reasons, right? So you can find out the information you want easily, quickly.
You are currently the only person in this conference. You are currently the only person in this conference.
To search for more things, for more information, um, for the work. Okay, then I think so. So
And
to
record
sum
lại
up
podcast
my
này nha,
point,
okay, cái gì
okay,
nữa để sau.
okay, to sum up my point, we should use more technologies in the classroom because both the teachers and the students can have easy access to information or knowledge or resources supporting their teaching and learning.
Okay, got your point.
Okay, my turn. In my opinion, is maybe one of the reasons why we should invest in technology.
You are currently the
Hello there. Okay, your group is very quiet. Now, this is a discussion activity, not a chat activity. So please use your microphone to discuss. Do not chat only, okay? I cannot hear any, sounds coming from your room. Sorry for interrupting, okay, but I just want to remind you to, use the microphone to discuss.
Now I will talk first. The first reason. Teachers can create interactive presentations by using software like Canvas to create visually appealing and interactive presentations.
You are currently the only person in this conference.
Memorable for students. Tools in Canvas, as we know, allow us to add interactive questions, polls, and quizzes directly into the presentation to encourage students' participation and assess understanding, and Canvas save time. I will post my first reason in the chat box so that you can read.
I think the second reason is based on the technology, we can facilitate the collaboration among the student or among the learners, both large locally and globally. It means that we can use the online platform or the videos or the software to help the student to work together on project or do the teamwork online, and we can also enhance their communication skills.
I think that we should promote technology in language classroom to have students to get a chance to access digital resources like, for example, ebooks or videos, podcasts, or some authentic articles or online exercises. I think so.
You are currently the only person in this.
Needs for each student. For example, adaptive learning platforms can adjust the difficulty of the material based on the student, and language learning apps can provide feedback and recommendations. Uh, I think technologies can provide opportunities for students to practice their communication skills in real time with native speakers. The video conferencing platforms can be used to connect students with language partners around the world, and online language exchange communities can develop a supportive environment for students to practice their conversation skills. And technologies can provide students with access to the wealth of language learning resources that would not be possible. The online the grammar checkers and the translation tools can help students and improve their accuracies. Last one is technologies can be used to access student learning efficient and effective way. For example, online quiz and text can provide immediate feedback to students and teachers, and data collections tools can track student progress over time. That's my point of view.
Cô đủ chưa ta?
You are currently the only person in this conference.
And one more social reason, Mr. Vĩ, I think we can prepare the student with their job in the future, because right now we are in the technology era. So when the student familiar with the digital tools or in the digital environment, it will help the student a lot in the future to find out a top in the top market.
Yes.
You are currently the only person in this conference.
Thing that we have written on the screen.
Okay, that's better.
Because the teacher says that at least 5 reasons. So we can list more than 5 reasons.
You are currently the only person in this. You are currently the only person in this conference.
Okay, everybody, welcome back to our main lecture hall. Now, I hope you had a good time chatting, discussing, and sharing ideas regarding the discussion topics. Now, I would like to invite the first group, Duy Thức, Loan, Hiếu Nguyễn, Hoàng Nhân, and Vũ Hoài Vi. Now, can you please um, present to the whole group what reasons you would use to convince your teachers? By the way, can you hear me, everybody? Okay, I see some messages in the chat window.
Yes, I can hear
Yes,
you.
we can
Oh,
hear
good,
you.
good. So you can hear me now. Now, group number one. Okay, please. Okay, who is your speaker? Now, can somebody open your microphone and share with the whole group what you discussed? Group one. Thức, Loan, Hiếu Nguyễn, Hoàng Nhân, Hoài Vi.
Hook is our presenter, but he has technical problems.
Okay, so can you do it for him too? I think this okay, this is easy, right? Now, if Duy Thức is having a technical problem, can somebody there else do that for him? Now, Hoài Vi or Duy Thảo, yeah, please go ahead.
Okay, so I will share with you all about
Okay.
some reasons that we should use technology in the classroom.
Okay, thank you. Hoàng Nhân, now could you also turn on the webcam just for a few minutes?
Oh, sorry, wait a minute.
That will make our online session more interactive.
Okay, can you see me?
Uh,
Not yet. Okay, wait a minute.
okay, yeah, I can see you now. Right, wow, so nice. Hello.
Okay. Okay, so the first reason that I want to share with all of you is about that we should, I think not we should, we must use more technology in the classroom because it's easier for all of us, both the teachers and the students to get the information or to get knowledge from the internet. For example, right now you are a teacher and I'm your student, so you give us this task, and if we don't have much knowledge about this question, so that I can go to the internet and maybe type some words and then can search for some reasons about this topic, and then I can share with you. Okay, so you can see that it's really much easier for all of us to get knowledge from the internet. I mean, from different sources. For example, from the internet, or from newspapers, magazines, or from maybe research papers, articles, something that not just from the printed book. So technology can help us to get more knowledge easier. The second is about distance learning. Like, how do you say? Okay, so look back at the pandemic. So the learning took place, okay, on virtual platforms like Google Meet or Google Classroom or MS, something like that, right? So we also use technology to learning and teaching. So when we use technology, in this case, as a, how do you say, as a preparatory step, okay, like in the way we prepare ourselves for unexpected situations, like in the pandemic. Okay, and the third is cost efficiency. So if we don't have technology like laptop, or we don't have iPad or the internet, etc. So we have to use printed books or printed materials. So we have to pay maybe day by day, month by month, and year by year a lot of money for printed materials. But when we have technologies like laptop connected with the internet, so we can access the knowledge we can do online, so we don't need to print the material. So I think we can save a lot of money. Okay, on that. The next is about how do you say? We can use technologies to promote the interaction among students in the classroom. So, for example, we can design some activities like Kahoot or quizzes. Okay, we design some games using those platforms to promote the interaction amongst the students, so that our lesson can be more interesting to them, and that as a result, the learning of the student can be more effective. And one more thing, the last the last reason is that nowadays, 21st century, with the development of AI, so you can see the technology has been developing so fast. And in this world, it seems, how do you say, I think it's not acceptable if we don't know anything about technology. So we need to prepare ourselves for modern workplaces. Okay, so like in Vietnam or in everywhere in the world, when we step into the world of jobs, so we need to know about technology, like how to use, or like some technologies, like computer, or even we have to know something about software. So we can install it or we can uninstall it, something like that. Yeah, so those are the 5 reasons our group thought about. Of course, those are our sharing of our group.
Wow, thank you very much. Okay, Hoàng Nhân, you did a very good job. To be short, okay, the 5 reasons are number 1, we need to promote, the branding of the school by using technology. Number 2, we need a backup plan in case of emergency like COVID-19. Number 3, it helps us to cut costs. Number 4, it help to promote interactions, engagements, and interest among students. And lastly, in the industrial 4.0, in the AI era, we cannot stay away from using technology. Well, thank you very much, Hoàng Nhân. Okay, good job.
Thank you.
Now group 2, please.
All right, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very well, Triệu Vĩ.
So I'm the representative of Route 2, and I will give you some.
Sorry to interrupt, Triệu Vĩ. Could you also turn on the webcam? So just for this activity, so that we have more interaction.
Okay, hi. Can you
Yeah, I can
see me?
see you,
Okay.
but not the full face. Yeah, can you?
I'm in a coffee shop, so it's
Yeah.
very
I mean,
messy
hey,
in the
can you?
background.
Oh yes. Okay,
That
it's that.
this
Yeah,
one,
that.
yes. Okay, choose the right angle. Okay, now so I will present our group idea about the social reasons and scientific reason to invest in technology. So our group idea is somehow similar to Mr. Young idea group. However, we will maybe supplement some idea about investment in technologies. So the first one, about the social reasons, we have some idea. So our group come up with the reasons that technology will give maybe a chance for students to improve their technology literacy. So right now, multilingualism is increasingly valued in many industries, and technologies enhanced language skills can maybe improve their employability and career prospects, make individuals more competitive in the industry. So what about is it about the technology literacy? Another thing, maybe technology maybe give a sense of community, I mean virtual community for students to learn because this foster a supportive learning environment where students can share experiences and practice together. Another thing is that technologies can help the school reduce the amounts of manual work. I mean, instead of marking by hands, right now you can use technology to mark the exam from the student. And another thing that technologies may provide students with various chances to study in or outside the class everywhere they want and anytime they want to learn. So this is our idea about investment in education as a language school.
Hey, thank you very much. Your great ideas. Okay, so uh, you know, represent the group to add that by using technology, we can make language learning more efficient. Okay, we can also build kind of more interaction, a sense of community among the students, and by using more technology, we help to promote digital transition in the school, right? Making administration more effective. And lastly, we have flexibilities in teaching, learning, and in management. Exactly like what we are doing now, right? We see it allows us to flexibly manage our learning schedule and our work schedule. I do not want to extend the teaching for too long, and um, I also want to give you the experience of blended teaching. All right, so these are the benefits of using technology in teaching. Well, thank you very much. You guys did a great job. So I want you to click on your name and set status and give them our two speakers a round of applause. Okay, so click on your name and select set status to yeah, a round of applause. Wow, thank you. So now those are the ideas that you have shared, and I just want to add, by presenting the evidence and the arguments, from the literature, from the textbooks. Now, why do we use technology in language teaching? Because um, researchers have shown that learning a language is very time consuming, very intensive. Okay, now Thùy Dung, Do you have a question?
No, teacher, sorry for
Okay,
interrupting you.
yeah, all right, that's fine. So, language learning is very time consuming. Accordingly, for a Westerner, like a French, somebody living in Europe, a German, for example, they need to spend 600 hours to learn a European language to reach fluency. And if they learn Chinese, which is completely different language in typology, then it took them okay more than double the amount okay of time. So similarly for Vietnamese, if we learn Chinese, we can learn to speak Chinese very quick, right? Because a lot of similarities exist between the two languages, but it still take us around 2 to 3 years in order to speak Chinese fluently. Why, if you learn English, it's gonna take you 5 to 6 years. Now, if you use technology wisely, okay, that amount of time can be reduced. Okay, especially if you are not in a native environment, if you do not have the opportunity to get good input, authentic input very often, then okay, get access to YouTube, to the internet, to the online courses, to a lot of good learning materials can help you reduce that numbers of learning hours required. Also, by carrying out online discussion via computer, we can very quickly promote the language proficiency development and also engagement in both writing activities, in reading activities, and um, facilitate language acquisitions. And online discussions are, so easy to do. Okay, with forums, with Facebooks, and with the Moodle courses that you are building. Now, when we bring technology in the classroom, we also bring the whole world into our classes. Okay, the learning environment is no longer constrained within the four walls of the classes, and instead, the student can uh, have interactions with other schools in other provinces, even in other countries. And if you open a language school, I think a lot of you may have that, dream, okay, of open your own language school. Then a lot of students today want to have the choice of doing distant learning, right? So by driving technology into the school, um, you make that goal become more a reality. And another reason is that uh, language institutions today are strongly affected by the trends of students uh, enrolling in hybrid, in flipped classroom, in blended classroom. So by bringing in emails, groups, chats rooms, discussion forums, we can promote student to student and student to instructor interactions. And as you have already discussed, technology can streamline the school administrations. It can help the teachers to do more with less time, right? Okay. If you can use technology efficiently, you can design learning materials faster. You can write materials for the students faster. And, the work productivity generally gonna increase. And most of your students today will live in a world dominated by artificial intelligence, dominated by um, the new technologies. So by bringing technology in the classroom, you are preparing your students for their world. All right. So those are some of the strong arguments for bringing technology into the language classroom, summarized from researches, and from textbooks. Now, we're gonna take a 15-minute break now. Okay. And okay, please come back as 7:30. So after the break, we start working with your Moodle courses. Okay. So for now, yeah, enjoy your break, and I will see you in 15 minutes. Okay, everybody, it's time to get back. Okay, everybody, now it's time to get back. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Good. Okay, thank you. Now, so before we move on to the hands-on sessions, I need you to take attendance for meeting number 5. Now, so please go to attendance track for today meeting and take your attendance. Now, it's time to check for your courses. Now I can see a courses, okay, in the front page panel. And for people who do not have the courses yet, you need to view the recordings of the meeting last Friday. I'm going to create the course now for you to practice. So if you have not got your Moodle course, yes, please go to our course and click on News Forum. You should see my announcements. Create your e-learning course. Okay, copy this web link and paste into your web browser. Then fill out all these information and then click on request a course. Now, please be quick. Now, okay, if everybody is ready, now please go into your course. Okay, right now it looks okay like this. By the way, I am sharing my screen and I cannot see you in the big blue button. So if you do not see my screen sharing, okay, please open the microphone and let me know because uh, I cannot see what is going on from your side. Now, let's try creating some very simple exercises for your um, Moodle quizzes. Let's go to the course of Trường Triệu Vĩ, for example, right? So last time we was around here, and now, let's create a vocabulary exercise or a grammar exercise for our students. Now, so the first thing I need you to do is to go to the navigation panels on your left, okay, this area, and find go down to course administrations. Yeah, here, course administrations. Okay, in the administration panel, go to course administration and go to question bank. All right, go to question bank. So by default, your question's gonna go to the course that you create in this form here, for example. Now, click on before create a new question. Let's create categories, right? So click on the drop down list and click on categories, right? And now, on this button, create add categories. For example, in this course, we are going to create a category for grammar, a category for reading, a category for writing. Now, why do we need to create a category? Because in a course, you may have many quizzes. Okay, you can have several hundred quizzes, and if you do not organize them into categories, you will not be able to find them in order to make edit or changes. Now, this is an example. Let me show you. I have an aptitude preparation course in the system, you see, and in this aptitude course, there will be a lot of learning activities and a lot of quizzes. There must be thousands of them. So when I go down here and I click on the question bank, uh, click on the categories, you can see these are the categories for aptitude preparation course K1, test 1, test 2, test 3. Okay, and in test 1 we have 25 grammar quizzes, and when I click there I can see the 25 quizzes here, right? So the ideas of creating categories is to um, organize your quizzes better, especially when your course grow and you have a lot of quizzes for the students. So let me put in a category like grammar, and the grammar is under the parent. We can default for English 4 and click on add categories, right? Now, so if you go to English 4 again, go down to course administrations and then click on question bank and go to categories. You see inside English 4 you have grammar categories. Now, okay, if you have created the grammar category in your course question category, please type grammar category created in the chat window for me. Now, if you have successfully created a category like grammar, for example, type in grammar category created. And if you want to create a category for reading, for listening, for reading, for writing, you can do the same steps. Okay, so Ngọc Châu, Hoài Vi, Kim Thi, Hoàng Nham. You're all done. Good. Okay, let me turn on my webcam so that you can see me. All right. Now, let's go back to the question bank, and under the question bank you should see this button, create a new question. So click on create a new question, and you see this Moodle system allow you to build around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 15 different question types, and it is listed in the orders of importance. I mean, the most frequently used questions types, at least the first line. Probably you most often use multiple choice and true false. Sometimes you can use other question types down below. Now let's create a multiple choice question. So select multiple choice and click on add. So I'm going to name this question RAM1. I mean, okay, grammar. Okay, quiz number 1. Now let's create okay 10 questions. He went to Singapore last year to see his son. Right. Okay. So the student need to fill in okay with a choice with an answer choice. And okay, choice number 1, I would say he went. And if the student select went, you need to give them 100% because that's the correct okay answer. And then choice number 2 is going. Choice number 3 has gone. Choice number 4 goes. Now, because we okay put went as the correct answer choice, you should select sub for the choices. So by default, the answer choice is gonna be sub for, like in ED quiz. Now, the default mark is always 1 point, but sometimes you can give a student a very important multiple choice questions. It may have 5 choices, 6 choices, for example, and in that case, you can, you know, increase the default mark to 2 okay, for special questions. Right now, if everything is okay, you can click on save changes, and now you see in your question bank you have a quiz named RAM1. If you want to preview the quiz, click here and preview, and you can see okay on the question he okay went, and let's test it out. And as you see, it's a the answer is correct. All right, now I need you to create 2 more multiple choice questions for your question bank. Now, please create 2 more questions, and then when you have finished, type into the chat window 3 multiple choice questions created. And then we can move on to the next activity. Okay, so let me put my screen this way so I can see your chats better.
Can you please show me how to review my questions?
All right. So to review the questions, you can okay go to the questions and under edit, okay, right here, so click on the drop down list and you should see this button preview.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
I have a question about the question name. So if this is a second question in the same category, do we need to name it differently? So the first one, you name it grammar one. Should I name the second one grammar two or just keep it
Yeah,
grammar
yeah,
one?
yeah, RAM 2. Because
Okay.
when you open your question bank, like this, let me show you the answers course again. This is why you need to name the question in a way that you can manage it later. Now, when I click on my question bank, right, and go to this grammar, okay, you see, there's a question 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to 25. And I go to, let's say, listening. It lists all of my questions in the listening category. Yeah. So the naming convention can be important when you create a lot of questions for the question bank. And so start by thinking of a code to manage your questions. So vocabulary should start with VOC, okay, VOC, and pronunciation can be PRO, like this, right?
Is there any way that I can review all of my 3 questions at the same time?
Not now. You can see all of them when you put them into a test. For now, we are
Okay.
just create the items in the question bank, so you only see each them individually. But later, I will show you to put all of them into a test, and you see all of them in the same page.
Thank you, teachers.
You're welcome. Now, if you have successfully created 3 multiple choice questions, please type into the chat windows. 3 MC quizzes created. So I know that, we can move on. Okay, Hoài B is done. No, show is done. Now, okay, how about the other peoples? Triệu Vĩ is done, Kim Thi is done. Good. Now let's create three more true false questions. So now I would like you to click again on create a new question and click on true false, then add. Right. Now I'm going to name this diagram 4, assuming you have created 3, and let's give a true false question for the student, like the simple present perfect is used to talk about actions completed in the past, right? And okay, we require students to select choose a form for this statement. Now I will go down here and okay, the correct answer is false, right? It in this way it is false, right? And you can provide feedback for the students. Okay, this is what we discussed in the 4 learning theories, including behaviorist feedback, right? So if the students select choose, we may say, "Oh, sorry, okay, please, okay, read again the section on simple present perfect of my handout." And if the students select 4, say, "Good job. The present perfect is used for actions okay, still going on okay, at the present time or at present, right? And I click on save changes. Now if you look closely at your question bank, you see another question, and this time it's only 2 dots instead of this icon now. So by looking at this, I know this is a multiple choice question, and I know that this is true false questions. And when I click here and click on preview, yeah, it's completed in the parts, and it's this is false. Submit and finish. Okay. Close preview.
Excuse me, teacher, what are we doing now?
I want you to create 3 more true false questions in the
Okay, okay, I
question.
get it. Thank you.
Yeah. And when you have completed, please type into the chat window 3 true false questions created. So I know that you have successfully created 3 more um, true false questions.
You said two new or three news?
3 new. Okay. Three.
Okay.
Yeah. 3 more true false questions. And when you have completed, okay, also type into the chat window 3 TF questions created. Okay. Luan is finished. Now Joe is finished. Okay. Triệu Vĩ is done. My V is done. Okay. Right. Now, our next step is to create, a test for our students, right? And the test include all the questions that you have just created. So now go back to your course like this. Okay, go back to your course, and I want you to turn anything on. Turn anything on, and underneath, somewhere in your course, okay, let's say in this topic, click on add activity or resource. Okay, click on add activity or resource, and now click on quizzes. Now click here, quiz. All right, and let's say yeah, you create a test named grammar test, and you can set the timing, like how many minutes you want for the test. So let's say I want 15 minutes. Okay, and then you can set 15 minutes for the test, and when 15 minutes is over, then all the tests will be submitted automatically whether the student have completed the test or not. All right, and now you can click on save and return to course. So you have successfully created a quiz, and you can see this color, okay? This pink color shows that you have created a quiz. Now click on okay, have you created a quiz? Want to make
Yes.
sure you have followed me. Okay, good. Now to add the questions to your quiz, click here, and then oh no, sorry. Now click on the test. Click here. Click on the quiz, and you see it says no questions have been added yet. You should also see a button add questions that allows you to add questions, right? So click here, add question. All right, now go down and select add. You can add a new question right now, but I want you to go to the question bank. So from question bank, okay, add question from question bank. And okay, these are all of the questions now in my question bank. So let me select, okay, this one, or you can select all by click here. Okay, so select, okay, the questions that you want, and say add selected questions to the quiz. Right, so now you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have successfully added 5 questions to my quiz. Now if I go back to the course now and click on grammar test, and voila, this is your test. So you can click on preview quiz, and it say, okay, this has 50 minutes, and start attempt. You see the timer is counting, He went to Singapore. Second question, Mr. V eats breakfast. So this might be false. We don't like war. Okay, this is true. Two men watch. This is false. Or you can rework it to right or wrong. Simple present perfect is used to talk about action in past. False. And then I click on finish attempt. Okay, and submit all and finished. And ta-da! Okay, you get 5 out of 5, 100%. Okay, and you see in these questions, the feedback is customized.
So excuse me, right now I'm get stuck at the what is it, at the step to add the questions. Maybe. So
Okay,
can I don't see the icon of
now Hoàng
what
Nhân,
back? Yeah, question bank. Yeah.
sure. Okay, I have made you the presenter, so please share your screen so that I can show you what need to be done. Please share your screen. It is at the
Okay, wait a
bottom.
minute. Wait a minute.
Now please share your screen, Hoàng Nhân.
Okay, yeah, wait a minute. Because I'm on two, one computer and one laptop.
Okay, so which one are you using? Nguyễn Hoàng Nhân, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
While waiting for Mr. Young, can you please support me? I just want to finish adding the questions. I just click save. And now when I get back to the grammar test, everything that I can see right now is they let me see the review test, which means that when I click on it, the time actually count down and I just can see the question for like question 1 and then all the options.
Wait, can you share your screen so that I can
Oh, sure. Yeah.
what you are talking about. It's hard to support without seeing what's happening on your side. Okay.
Can you see it, teacher?
Yeah, I can see your screen share now.
Yeah, so right now it's counting down. Like when click back to my test,
Okay.
it's just like this.
Yeah.
So am I doing it right?
Yeah, that's completely normal.
Mm-hmm.
This functionalities allow the student to resume a test, a practice activity. Like you have a test of 100 questions, and now you have done half of the test, right? So it saves half of the test so that when you go back, you can keep going. With the test. If you don't want to save, then you can click on continue plus last preview and submit. Okay, now continue last preview. Okay, and then click on the side panel. Okay, click on the click there, and now you can click on start a new no, scroll up, go up. Yeah, you see, you can either click on finish attempt or start a new preview. Yeah, so if you click on finish attempt and then submit all and finish, then you can start a new test. Yeah, so this is created to help you to continue a practice activities if you want to.
Okay. I get it. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Now, Hoàng Nhan,
Yeah.
are you ready to share your screen?
Yes. So how can I share my screen?
Just go down to the bottom of big blue button, and the share screen button is to the right of the webcam.
Thầy Nhân không thấy cái nút share màn hình hả?
Không thấy.
Cái nút share màn hình nó nằm kế cái nút camera luôn á. Thầy cho thầy Nhân quyền share thì nó mới hiện lên.
Thầy cho rồi.
Nếu tôi dùng desktop thì sao?
Dùng cái gì nó cũng có mà.
Có hả? Sao không thấy ta?
Tại vì chỉ là share màn hình thôi mà. Thầy Nhân chụp màn hình gửi Zalo Vi coi.
Thôi rồi, Nhân nói xem là vấn đề gặp là cái gì?
Là em không đang cái bước là upload cái câu hỏi lên đó thầy. Là em không có thấy cái chỗ mà cái thẻ question bank để mà em chọn để em upload cái câu hỏi từ question bank đó thầy ạ.
Rồi ok, để mô lại nhé. Bây giờ thí dụ như xong cái phần đó rồi đúng không? Bây giờ đến cái chỗ question bank đây này, làm lại này. Bây giờ đầu tiên nhé, bạn tạo một cái activity là quiz đúng không?
Dạ.
Thí dụ như này ha, grammar test 2 chưa? Rồi bạn có thể set những cái timing các thứ này nọ. Ví dụ ở đây đặt cho nó 10 phút nhé. Rồi bấm vào save and return to course thì bạn sẽ thấy một cái bài test mà nó chưa có câu hỏi nào đúng không? Rồi bây giờ bạn bấm vào cái bài test này, đúng chưa? Đấy, thì bạn sẽ thấy có cái nút ở trên này là add question, được chưa? Đó, rồi bạn bấm vào nút add question này á thì nó sẽ hiện ra tiếp cái cửa sổ này nè, và bạn phải nhìn kỹ nha, là dưới nữa nè nó có cái nút này nè, add, được chưa? Đó, cái nút chỗ này nè, bấm vào add và from question bank.
Rồi em thấy rồi.
Bạn sẽ lấy được câu hỏi từ ngân hàng ra đưa vào cái bài test.
Dạ rồi, em thấy rồi.
Rồi như vậy là các bạn cũng đã cơ bản là sử dụng được những cái công cụ để tạo cái khóa học e-learning cho mình rồi đó. Đấy, thì bữa trước là thầy giới thiệu cái khóa học e-learning cơ bản rồi đúng không nào? Đấy thì trong cái khóa học e-learning cơ bản đấy là hướng dẫn các bạn cái cách trang trí khóa học một cách đơn giản. Đấy, nhưng mà bây giờ nếu mà các bạn muốn trở thành gọi là cao thủ là muốn có khóa học mà nó chuyên nghiệp nữa thì bạn phải học cái khóa học e-learning nâng cao mà thầy đã chuẩn bị sẵn cho các bạn. Đây, ví dụ như đây là một cái khóa học nâng cao ha, ví dụ như là
Thầy ơi, màn hình thầy đang chia sẻ cho tụi em là cái PowerPoint discussion chứ không phải màn hình ở trên cái
ok,
khóa học.
ok, cảm ơn bạn. Đúng rồi, đó phải nhắc như vậy chứ không có. Rồi, ok thì nói lại nhé. Bây giờ thì các bạn đều đã có thể tạo được cái khóa học cơ bản rồi đúng không nào? Đấy, nhưng mà để mà tạo ra được một cái khóa học mà đấy nó chuyên nghiệp như này này, đúng không? Thì như sau này mà bạn mà muốn bán khóa học á, thì bạn phải học cách tạo khóa học nó có tương tác phải không? Bấm vào giới thiệu, học phần, phương thức học tập, giảng viên, đó, xong rồi xuống này bắt đầu nó có các cái bài học để buổi thứ nhất này và đó, thấy đẹp không? Đấy, giao diện nhìn chuyên nghiệp. Đó. Bạn mà làm được cái khóa học mà đẹp như thế này ấy là đảm bảo là trường của bạn là sẽ bắt bạn làm
Get started on Flipgrid in 3 easy steps.
đấy, trainer cho các bạn trong lớp, cho giáo viên trong trường cho mà xem. Thế thì để làm được những cái khóa học mà nó có giao diện đẹp đấy, và có thể là sử dụng được nhiều các tính năng hơn của cái hệ thống này đó, thì các bạn vào cho thầy cái khóa học nó có tên là e-learning nâng cao. Là bây giờ vào trong cái cửa sổ tìm kiếm và search cho thầy cái từ khóa là e-learning nâng cao, chưa nào? Đó, search thì các bạn sẽ tìm được cái khóa này nè, là khóa học e-learning nâng cao. Click vào hết chưa? Đó, thì trong cái khóa học e-learning nâng cao này là thầy dạy rất là chi tiết về các cái kỹ thuật trang trí khóa học này, thấy không? Đấy, ví dụ như là cái cách mà chúng ta tạo ra được một cái là tab tương tác như này nhé. Đấy, rồi cách mà chúng ta sử dụng mã HTML này. Đấy, thì sở dĩ hai buổi đầu mà các bạn phải học cách sử dụng mã HTML là để mà build được một cái khóa học e-learning nó đẹp. Đấy. Rồi bắt đầu sang cái chương 6 này, trang trí khóa học này. Các bạn thấy không? Nhìn cái hiệu ứng nó đẹp như này. Đó, bạn bấm vào đây tạo cursor một cái là nó như thế này. Rồi bây giờ bài tập và cuối cùng trước khi mà chúng ta nghỉ, và đây cũng là cái bài tập lớn, tại vì thầy muốn là cái dịp Tết á, thì các bạn chịu khó xem các cái video hướng dẫn ở trong này, nó nhiều lắm đó. Đấy, nhưng mà nó sẽ rất là thú vị. Đấy, thì thầy muốn các bạn bấm vào cái phần là trang trí khóa học. Đó nào. Và các bạn chọn cho thầy một cái nội dung trang trí là tạo content dạng carousel. Cái này có là nhìn code nhiều quá này. à, để coi cái nào nó dễ hơn chút xíu xem nào. Rồi, bây giờ các bạn tạo content dạng carousel đi, vì cái này nó có hình ảnh, tức là nó tương tác, được chưa nào? Đó. Bây giờ các bạn vào khóa học e-learning nâng cao này, thầy nói lại này, hướng dẫn này, vào khóa học e-learning nâng cao. Trong này nó có rất nhiều chương, thì các bạn về nhà đó, từ đây cho đến Tết sau khi chúng ta gặp lại, thì nhiệm vụ các bạn là xem các video này để mình học cách trang trí khóa học, học cách tạo ra những cái hoạt động học tập mà nó có cái độ tương tác cao. Đấy, thì sau này bạn có thành công trong cái chuyện e-learning hay không, có tạo ra các khóa học tốt hay không, đấy là bạn nhờ cái kinh nghiệm như từ cái hệ thống này đó, đúng không? Thế thì bạn vào cho thầy chương số 6, trang trí khóa học, và mỗi một chương như này ấy, là thầy có làm video hướng dẫn rất là chi tiết rồi. Thế thì bạn kéo xuống cho thầy cái video hướng dẫn sử dụng mã nguồn này, đó là tạo content dạng carousel. Bạn mở ra, và nhiệm vụ của bạn bây giờ bạn xem cái video hướng dẫn mà thầy đã làm, sau đó là bạn tạo một cái carousel slideshow ảnh trong khóa học của bạn cho thầy xem.
Rồi, chúng ta tiếp tục tìm hiểu nào. Tạo content dạng carousel. Đây, dạng cái băng chuyền, carousel là như thế này đấy. Đấy, thì với carousel đấy thì chúng ta có thể đưa một tấm ảnh, và sau đó chúng ta gọi là sử dụng cái label ở đây. Thì trong khóa học này có một chỗ mà tôi sử dụng cái content dạng carousel, đấy chính là cái chương 7, giới thiệu các cái e-learning webinar, các cái buổi tập huấn mà trước kia đã được tạo đây, có thể có thấy
Thầy
này.
đang play cái video đúng không ạ? Nhưng mà tụi em không nghe
Thấy
được
ngầu
tiếng
chưa?
nha thầy nha.
Thì mấy cái hình ảnh này
Các bạn không nghe được tiếng hả?
Dạ không. Chỉ nghe tiếng thầy nói thôi chứ không có nghe tiếng video.
Rồi, ok, đây thực ra thì các bạn có thể mở ra, các bạn xem được, nhưng mà đây thầy mở ra cho các bạn xem.
mấy cái hình ảnh này á, tỷ lệ 3-4 này.
Rồi, các bạn xem hướng dẫn nha.
Mấy cái hình ảnh này á, tỷ lệ 3-4 này là tôi cũng dùng cái công cụ Canva mà tôi đã. Rồi, chúng ta tiếp tục tìm hiểu nào. Tạo content dạng carousel. Đây, dạng cái băng chuyền, carousel là như thế này đấy. Đấy, thì với carousel đấy thì chúng ta có thể đưa một tấm ảnh, và sau đó chúng ta gọi là sử dụng cái label ở đây. Thì trong khóa học này có một chỗ mà tôi sử dụng cái content dạng carousel, đấy chính là cái chương 7, giới thiệu các cái e-learning webinar, các cái buổi tập huấn mà trước kia đã được tạo đây, có thể có thấy này. Đó, thấy ngầu chưa? Thì mấy cái hình ảnh này á, tỷ lệ 3-4 này là tôi cũng dùng cái công cụ Canva mà tôi đã giới thiệu các thầy các cô rồi đó. Còn lại á, để mà có được cái link này này, đấy, thì tôi chỉ việc là đánh text và gắn link cho nó thôi. Để coi tự động nó có chạy không ta. Hình như nó có cái gì đó không ổn, tôi thấy nó phải có 3 dấu chấm, mà cái này cũng có, mà sao nó lại chỉ có 2 dấu chấm đó, nó có cái gì đó không bình thường. Nó cũng chạy nhưng mà nó có cái gì đó không bình thường. Chúng ta lại có cái phần gọi là rà lỗi code vào lại. Đây, tôi sẽ chép hết cái này, dán ra đây, xóa cái cũ đi. Rồi bây giờ ủa cái này là cái accordion mà tôi dám nhầm, cancel ngay. Không có à.
Đó thì đấy là một cái video ví dụ ha. Rồi thường thì
Thầy ơi,
à,
thầy,
sao
thứ phức tạp như vậy thầy còn làm nhầm sao tụi em làm được? Mình có thể đã đi học rồi mình làm không? Tụi em có thể coi video thầy. Nhưng mà nếu mà gặp lỗi giống như vậy làm sao tụi em biết cái code nó bị gì để mà giải quyết thầy?
trời ơi đây này đơn giản lắm, em nhìn thầy là xem màn hình thầy làm này trong vòng phút thôi. Chứ không có gì ghê gớm đâu, tại vì cái chỗ đó là thầy dám nhầm code không có gì đấy nhá. Thầy mở ra các bạn coi rồi thực hành theo thôi.
Thầy
À,
share lại màn hình ạ, nó đang là PowerPoint.
ok, xem lại màn hình. Nói chung mấy cái này thì cũng mò một hai lần là làm quen ngay thôi gì đâu. Lúc mà thầy làm cái video đó thầy cũng gọi là cũng mới tìm hiểu những cái này cả. Rồi, thấy các bạn thấy cái đầu của thầy ở cái video đó đẹp không? Đó là vì hồi đó là dịch á, năm 2020 á, suốt 8 9 tháng không có được chui ra ngoài để cắt tóc á. Đầu nó như cái mũ nồi. Rồi ok. Bây giờ thầy biểu diễn cho các bạn coi nhé. Giờ ví dụ như thầy muốn làm một cái content carousel này thì rất đơn giản thôi, bạn vào cái chỗ cái mã HTML đó. Cái phần trên này sử dụng HTML để trang trí khoa học e-learning ha. Rồi content dạng carousels. Đấy, thì ở đây thầy đã để sẵn cái mã HTML như này có đầy đủ hết rồi. Đúng nào? Đấy, thì như này nè. Và các bạn giờ chỉ việc làm đúng một cái chuyện là copy cái mã này. Đúng chưa? Copy, Ctrl C. Rồi, bạn vào khóa học của mình và các bạn tạo cho thầy một cái add activity resource ở cái chỗ mà bạn muốn cái content carousel là chọn cho thầy cái label. Rồi, dán cái label ra nè. Rồi bật cái chế độ HTML lên. Đó. Phát đi thấy không? Đó là có ngay content carousel, bấm vào save, return to course. Rồi bây giờ công việc của các bạn là gì? Đổi cái text này thành cái text của mình. Ví dụ như đây là chương 1, chương 2, chương 3 gì đó. Nếu bạn muốn đang làm một cái content là giới thiệu cái khóa học đó nào. Rồi ở dưới này là nội dung, còn cái hình này thì bạn đưa cái hình của bạn vào. Đấy. Thấy không? Thì cái này ấy, khi mà bạn để mặc định như này là nó sẽ tự động nó chạy mới mới đầu. Được chưa? Và bây giờ muốn sửa hay cái gì đó thì các bạn bấm vào Turn Editing On, bấm vào Edit Settings. Đó. Rồi. Cái phần trên này là cái phần mà data slide. Tức là ở đây các bạn có muốn slide số 1, số 2, số 3 gì đó. Nào. Rồi chỗ này nè. Thì first label thì bạn để ở đây này, chapter 1. Đúng không? Cái này thì dễ rồi, hồi trước học mã HTML thì bạn đã viết cái này nhiều rồi. Đấy, cho nên là muốn cho nó dễ đó, bạn dán nó đều ra trên notepad, xong rồi bạn sửa thì nó sẽ dễ hơn là sửa trực tiếp ở trên này. Cái này sửa trực tiếp trên này thì bạn quen, bạn làm nó sẽ thuận lợi hơn đó. Chapter 1 ví dụ như là đây này, cái fun with grammar đó. Đấy, còn cái này cái chapter 2. Rồi, ở đây là gì? Bấm vào trên máy tính là nó dễ chạy. vocabulary practice. Chưa? Đó. Xong xuôi rồi các bạn bấm là save and return to course. Đấy thì các bạn thấy không? Là chúng ta đã thay đổi được này. Chapter 1. Đấy, chapter 2. Rồi các bạn thử đi nào. Bây giờ nó tự động chạy chưa? Các bạn
Thầy
cơ
ơi,
bản
thầy thử thay một tấm hình đi ạ. Ok,
Đấy,
caption là em biết thay rồi đó. Giả bộ thầy thay một tấm hình trong 4 tấm đó đi ạ.
ok, thành tấm hình thì đơn giản thôi, bạn chỉ việc làm sao nó tìm một cái hình bạn đưa lên trên server, xong rồi bạn thay vào đây. Thí dụ như bây giờ nhé, thầy cứ thay một tấm hình. Thì đầu tiên bạn để cái chuột ở trên cùng này, tức là bây giờ nguyên tắc là cái hình đó bạn phải lấy một cái hình có sẵn ở trên máy chủ nào đấy, nhưng mà làm như vậy thì nó sẽ hơi khó cho các bạn ở chỗ là cái hình đấy nhiều khi bạn lấy cái hình có sẵn ở trên mạng nó có thể nó bị mất, cho nên tốt nhất mình upload hình của mình luôn. Các bạn cứ để nguyên chuột như này nhé, các bạn bật lại code cho thầy về chế độ là hiển thị, đúng không, xong mình bấm vào chèn hình này, insert image này, đúng chưa? Rồi attach, upload cái file, lên kiếm cái file ảnh là coi. Ờ, đây thí dụ như thầy lấy đại cái tấm ảnh, cái ảnh này cái dung lượng nó lớn. Thôi là thầy lấy đại cái ảnh này đi nha. Upload file, save image, được chưa? Đó thì cái ảnh nó lên rồi này. Bây giờ bạn lại bật lại chế độ code này, bạn sẽ thấy là đây toàn bộ cái phần code này là chính là cái tấm ảnh mà bạn vừa mới đưa vào, đúng không? Đấy, và đây này, cái tấm ảnh này nó đã được up lên trên cái server tiso.lcms.vn mà các bạn đang sử dụng, thấy chưa? Thì bạn chép cái địa chỉ của cái tấm ảnh này, cái source này, bạn xuống dưới này nhé, bạn thay vào đây, đúng không? Đầu tiên là cái tấm ảnh ở cái carousel số 1 này. Đó, nó đang là cái tấm ảnh mà để ở trên cái server nó có tên là staticpixel.com này, đúng không? Bạn delete đi và bạn dán cái tấm ảnh bạn vừa mới up lên xong, chưa nào? Rồi ở đây bạn phải dọn dẹp cái mà bạn vừa mang lên, chính là cái đoạn mã này, đúng không? Xóa đi. Đó thì giờ nó là cái ảnh của bạn nè, đơn giản chưa? Đó, đó. Đấy, tốt nhất là các cái tấm ảnh ấy, nó phải cùng một size, chiều cao chiều rộng giống nhau, thì để nó chạy nó không có cái chuyện là nó phải cứ đổi size qua lại.
Làm sao mình đảm bảo được là các tấm hình nó cùng một size ạ?
Thì em phải dùng cái phần mềm Photoshop hay cái gì đó em crop. Ờ, nó là thí dụ như là em quy định là chiều cao luôn luôn là 1000 là 500 pixel, và chiều rộng là 700 pixel. Bữa trước mình đã học cái cách resize ảnh ở HTML rồi đó. Chưa? Rồi bây giờ các thầy
Dạ.
thử làm một cái này nữa, các bạn đảm bảo thích nè, đó là trang trí khoa học, đó là các bạn thích nhất, đó là làm cái chuyện đó là cái giới thiệu giảng viên, cấu trúc khoa học các thứ này nọ, đúng không? Đó thì cái đó chính là cái đấy, bạn có thể bấm vào chia sẻ khóa học nhé. Đấy, bạn download nguyên cái khóa học này xuống, mà thầy xuống rồi bạn sử dụng. Tất nhiên cái này là dành cho những người mà cũng tương đối rành rồi, họ được triển khai trường của họ đó. Còn lại đó thì cái mà thầy sử dụng vừa rồi ấy, là cái chương số 6, còn là content dạng tab thì phải, đúng rồi, đây này. Đó. Đấy. Thì giờ thầy thử tạo content dạng tab nhé. Đó thì ở đây này bạn để home profile, thì thay vì home profile bạn để là giới thiệu khóa học, rồi giảng viên, rồi kiểm tra giữa kỳ, kiểm tra cuối kỳ gì đó, và bạn thêm các cái tab khác vào. Rồi bạn thay cái đường link ở từng tab vào đây. Nào, nói chung là bạn cứ nhìn cái code này và bạn thay cái nội dung code đó. Còn nào thì cuối cùng mà bạn sẽ ra được cái tab như thế này. Đó. Ví dụ như ở đây thầy cho các bạn xem khóa học Computational Linguistics. Đó. Đó. Khóa này thầy đang dạy thấy không? Thì lên trên này nó có cái course banner như các bạn thường thấy. Rồi bấm vào đây giới thiệu, giảng viên, chương trình học, kiểm tra đánh giá, learning outcome materials. Đó. Thì cái đó là content dạng tabs này này. Thì các bạn mở cái link video này ra, các bạn xem và sẽ làm được.
Rồi, chúng ta còn có khoảng độ 4-5 cái video nữa thôi. Thầy cố ráng.
Ok chưa? Rồi, thế thì thôi bây giờ đến giờ chúng ta kết thúc rồi. Thì tóm lại là gì? Qua 2 cái buổi học online này đó, là thầy cũng đã giới thiệu cái khóa học e-learning cơ bản này, e-learning nâng cao, với nhiều các cái hướng dẫn thực tế. Thì cái công việc của các bạn là từ đây cho đến khi nào mà đi học lại đấy, là các bạn xem các cái video hướng dẫn đó để cố gắng làm sao để tạo cho mình được những cái khóa học hấp dẫn. Tất cả các công cụ và tất cả những hướng dẫn cần thiết là thầy đều đã có làm ở trong cái khóa e-learning cơ bản, e-learning nâng cao rồi đó. Rồi bây giờ nếu mà các bạn xem các khóa học mẫu ở đây này. Đấy, thì lúc ở cái chương get started ở đây, đúng không? Các bạn sẽ thấy có những cái khóa học sample e-learning course, nhớ không? Đó. Thế thì tất cả những cái khóa học đây là bạn chỉ cần học xong cái khóa học e-learning cơ bản, xong khóa học e-learning cao, chắc chắn bạn sẽ tạo được, thậm chí còn tốt hơn nữa. Ăn Tết xong chúng ta sẽ học trực tiếp, phải nào, ở campus của SIU, và chúng ta sẽ dần dần học các cái công cụ trí tuệ nhân tạo, làm video học liệu, rồi một số các cái nội dung lý thuyết nữa. Rồi các bạn có câu hỏi hay có trao đổi gì không?
Dạ không ạ.
Dạ thầy nhớ chấp nhận cái request của em nha thầy.
Rồi
Cái
thầy
request là khóa học á.
đây thầy kiểm tra, thầy xử lý luôn cho em ngay bây giờ. Không biết là còn bạn nào nữa không? Courses. Rồi thầy thấy có 2 cái request của Duy Thảo. Nguyễn Duy Thảo.
Dạ.
Thôi một cái thôi chứ request chi nhiều.
Bài không biết làm á thầy, nên làm tùm lum hết đó. Nên thầy chấp nhận cái English 11 đấy thầy.
Rồi thầy approve cái này ha.
Dạ.
Đó, xong rồi. Còn cái này thì thầy bấm vào reject. Okay. You can have only one course. Ok. Rồi các bạn còn câu hỏi, còn yêu cầu gì nữa không? Vậy là test này là yên tâm, gọi là có bài tập lớn này ha. Đó, bài tập rất lớn của các bạn là xem các video thầy hướng dẫn để làm sao cho mình gọi là sử dụng được thật nhiều những cái công cụ ở hai cái chương trình là e-learning cơ bản và e-learning nâng cao. Okay, if you do not have any other questions or comments, then we say goodbye here, and we also say goodbye to 2023. I wish you and your family all the best, okay, for the new year ahead, and see you again next year after the TED holiday. Okay. Enjoy TED, okay, and enjoy working with the online materials. For now, bye bye.
Goodbye, teacher.
Bye bye thầy.
Rồi, chào các bạn ha. Thầy sẽ up cái recording hôm nay lên để cho những bạn nào mà hôm nay bận thì có thể theo dõi được.